Hi, this is Dr. Nick. I'm the Incrementalist, and I'm talking about smart technology insights for better health. Today we're going to talk about inputs. That's inputs to your body, and specifically what you can do to track the input of food into your body. Historically, what we used to do or suggest was that people kept a food diary. That was a paper form. You could put that into a notebook and note down all of the things that you ate. Now, what we find is that people are not very good at doing that. It can be a little bit challenging, but the reality is, as Lord Kelvin said some years back, or at least it's attributed to him, you cannot improve what you don't measure. And from a weight standpoint, and from the perspective of improving your overall health, you need to track the input to your body and the output. The output is really exercise. The input is the food that you put into your body. So how do you do that? Well, you can do the food diary. You can do that as a paper form. But there are a number of tools and technologies that are really here that I think will help you improve that overall process and are essential in terms of monitoring and then keeping track and trying to understand what works for you and what doesn't. So what would I recommend? Well, I'll tell you what I use. I've been a long-time user of MyFitnessPal. It was ultimately purchased by Under Armour. It's owned by Under Armour. It's a free application. There are some premium add-ons, but it really works well as a free application. It has a huge database. You can look up the foods that you're looking. And mostly what I would tell you is, even if you can't find the exact match, make sure you track it. So when you have that half a cookie, put it in. Because the reality is, if you don't, it will get forgotten, and then essentially you had probably a couple of hundred calories that you didn't actually take account of. And that's going to show up typically around your mid-level and that middle-age spread that we all sort of seem to suffer from. There are some other tools out there and other applications that you could use. So LoseIt's another one that's used by a lot of people. I personally like MyFitnessPal, and I like it because it's tied in to the weighing scales that I have. So my Wi-Fi weighing scales that I use on a daily basis when I'm at home, that information is tracked and automatically uploaded. So on an ongoing basis, I can keep track of it. So it's important to measure. It's important to keep track as much as possible and as accurately as possible, because not all food, not all protein, not all carbohydrate, and not all fat is created equal. And if you can get down accurate renditions, and that includes a lot of the fast foods, it has a barcode scanner that allows you to scan if you're using packages of food that will get accurate renditions of the content, and that will start to show you the sugar intake. It gives you an excellent breakdown. There is some add-on things that you can do, and you have to pay for that. I haven't needed to. I find the overall use of this app is absolutely outstanding. The one additional app that I've got to recommend is something that I'm starting to try just now. So I don't have good experience, but I've tried it on a couple of things, and it's really interesting. And the big complaint that I hear from people is, I don't know what this food is. I can't enter it, and it's too difficult. It's called Food Visor, and basically you take a photo of the food, it will analyze it, and then say, I think this is X, and give you the readout. Now, the unfortunate thing is it's not integrated into MyFitnessPal, so you'd have to incorporate that, or at least there's no integration that I've found, so some additional steps. But it does give you a way of getting to the food groups. I don't know how robust this is, but it's another tool. Important point, incremental step. Make sure that you track all of the input, and that's down to everything. So even those little snacks can really add up. And that's going to be part of your input equation, and you take that into consideration as you think about your output. And by the way, you've got to do an awful lot of running to make up for that donut if you have it. So don't go cheating on it. You're only cheating on yourself. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you like it in the comment section below. If you've got some suggestions, give them to me in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm Dr. Nick. I'm the Incrementalist, talking about better health technology insights for improving your overall health.